Live. Coming up next.
Why so serious?
I don't have anything.
What's that smile on that face?
And we're live here in another
Welcome
episode.
back.
Oh, wait, yeah. Welcome back. We were all thrown off by that.
Welcome back.
Seeing the things and we know we're alive again. Welcome back to the times we know. Welcome back. If you know the name of the show that's featured on, that song, call in now and Carlos will just give you a thumbs up. Yeah.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to another episode of Brothers Bear Podcast. I'm your host.
68.
Yeah. Oh, there you go,
Welcome.
man.
Yeah.
You should just do that all episode.
The whole episode every once in a while.
Oh,
Welcome
I know.
back.
I'm your host, Sanch, and as always, I am joined by
Carlos Medrano.
Sweaty.
Ooh. I am still sick. As you can tell, my voice is still deep. It got really deep last week, man. I was like, "Arr."
I know, dude. You're very
That's
sexy.
terribly sexy.
Yeah, but
I went with Santos and we were singing Temptation classics, and he was blue. I can make it rain whatever you want it to.
I sounded like, what is that? That Rick Road guy? Never gonna give you up. Never gonna give you
Rick
no.
Rolling, man.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. All right, well, before...
There we go.
I just coughed into the mic. I apologize to all our fans
Right.
watching right now live.
Big ups to DJ Slim
Yes, give out a shout out to DJ Slim
and
just for being...
Arvin.
And Arvin of
Arvin
Rant
on the
Radio
ones and
Network.
twos, man. Where is DJ Slim? Oh, man, Arvin took over.
Oh, watch out.
I've seen one female since we
no.
got here. This place is a sausage fest.
Yeah, we
You
want
see
to give
Arvin
a
with
big
the pirate patch,
big
that's
shout
his-
out to the Rant
that's his
Radio
DJ name
Network
from now
for
on,
being
DJ
awesome.
R.
And Arvin for he's
No,
actually
DJ R.
DJ R.
DJ R.
DJ
R.
Arvin, matey.
R.
Are you tuning in?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
R
It's all
tuning
day.
out.
Patent that, dude.
All right, guys. Well, we got a big show today where it's our special
Batman.
Batman episode. From day one, always pointing out how much I love Batman, but we've never really have you guys ever seen the dog singing Batman?
Oh yeah. Oh, the pug, right?
Yeah, the pug. But yeah, we've never really talked Batman. I know every now and again, Carlos, you talk Cordoval's storyline. You've talked, Death in the Family.
This guy
Yeah,
is just
there
ready
you
to
go.
go. So happy.
I know. So yeah, I thought, it'd be perfect. But what better way is to feature our guest from the Drunk Night Instagram page it's actually at Drunk Night TV. We're going to have them on. We're going to talk all things Batman. But before anything of that, did you guys watch the Grammys last night?
Oh, yeah, dude. That was fun times. I enjoyed that a whole lot.
You did. So, yeah. Oh, Schwetz, let's get your thoughts because you're the big music man. Like, what were your thoughts?
That, man. That's just like too much hype for me now, dude.
But
It's
you
too much
are.
pressure,
You're
dude.
the music man. You've always been, from
this year,
5.
dude.
Come on. Oh, man.
I got a, F you to the Grammys.
I agree with you, too. I know what you're going to say. Go on.
Well, when I was young, I used to rage about this stuff all the time. Like, oh, but I'm like, an old man now, so it doesn't really bother me so much.
Yeah.
But I did have a couple of peeves that I
Taylor
like to
Swift?
mention. No, she was awesome. What are you talking about?
Really?
Yeah,
I was just waiting for a goat to come out. In the
Yeah, me
background. I
too.
was like,
And every time I picture that, I always picture that damn goat.
like, you know how like during the videos that they have, like during Ringo's performance, they have the videos, or, like the pictures. They should just had goats on.
Yeah.
in the background. Then I would have enjoyed the Grammys on enough for that one.
The goats are like.
all right, some of my peeves. They ended the night with the Nine Inch Nails, Queens of the Stone Age mashup
Yeah.
collab. That shit was awesome. It was
Oh.
great.
Beautiful.
But they cut the Queens, man.
Yeah.
They actually cut their song like halfway through with like their commercials or whatever. I was like,
Yeah.
that's messed up, dude. That's totally jacked up. And I think if I was hearing right, I think they also trimmed their own song. Like Queens actually shortened their song to make it, for the Grammys, and they still did them dirty by
they still
putting
got
commercials. Yeah, dude, it was ridiculous.
Well, you saw. I actually retweeted this, but you saw Trent's
Yeah, I
tweet
saw that,
afterwards.
Trent,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's like, "Here you go, little children, cover your ears, and we're gonna go a little crazy." It says, Trent Reznor tweeted, "Music biggest night to be disrespected. A heartfelt fuck you guys." Wow.
Yeah. Macklemore and Ryan Lewis winning everything. That was, kind of retarded again. It's like they're super popular and
Yeah.
these
The-
votees or whoever's voting this stuff in is like,
I mean,
oh,
the,
that's
the
hip.
thing about me when it comes to like Grammys now. I mean, that was one of the reasons why I kind of stopped watching. I mean, they were dumb anyways, but the MTV Music Awards,
Mhm.
because I stopped. That was like done from years ago. But I mean, I think the last one, for the hell of it, I just put it on to see what's going on. And where the music's at nowadays, like I don't know any of it, and I don't listen to a lot of that pop or whatever the hell is being played
Yeah.
on radio. So, and I know with MTV, they're more focused on like the R&B, pop, and all that. Like they don't focus with rock anymore. And
Nope.
if they
Yeah.
do, it's just like one little thing, but they don't even
Oh, rock's
acknowledge it.
dying, yeah.
They already give the award when
They're
it's off
going away.
air.
Yeah.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, there you go. Just like as he said, that's a fact. Because when did you see? I mean, I watched throughout the whole thing. The one thing was when Ozzy Osbourne went up there. That was funny because he couldn't even say his lines, and this guy to let us all laughing. When Black Sabbath went up there, they said it. They've already won they got their award before the show. I heard Vampire Weekend earlier on the radio, and even they got an award before the Grammys. Like they gave out a bunch of awards
Mhm.
to all these rock artists before the actual Grammy
Oh, yeah,
show.
that's right.
So it's
I
like,
knew
really?
about Vampire winning right before. I was like, oh, that's cool, they won. But
Yeah.
I even thought, because I think Geraldine was the one that told me that, oh, Vampire won. I'm like, oh, wait, the
Yeah,
awards already
best
started?
best alternative music albums what they won. Tame Impala, Nine Inch Nails, The National, and Nico Case were on that same category, which is cool. I mean, that sounds alternative to me. Best rock album though is strange because I mean, alternative music album, that's what they're calling it, and then it's best rock album. Like it seems so close together. But that one had Neil Young with. Actually, I enjoyed that song.
Look at my
Queens of the Stone Age, which had a great record. It was awesome. I really love that one.
You did.
But then
love
they
that
had
one, man.
then they had Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin. Like dude, these guys, like Led Zeppelin, I don't think all the members are alive, and Black Sabbath, I don't know why they're still alive, kind of thing,
What the hell is wrong with you?
And
What the hell is
it
wrong
just
with you?
it just threw me off. Led Zeppelin winning best rock album. I'm like, are you like serious? Like what year are we in?
Yeah, why did they win?
Man,
Come
all I
on,
know
Nick.
is that
So strange. Just a strange category, and or at least the people they selected.
Yeah.
I mean, I did have fun with the Grammys.
Ain't nobody
though.
got time for that.
I don't tweet as much, but when I was watching the Grammys, woo, I was tweeting. That was the one thing I was enjoying. I was like, I didn't even know this. Sancher was reading my. I forget that he follows me. So
Yeah.
he's when I came in, it was like, oh, we were looking for that thing. I'm like, wait, how do you know? I didn't talk to you. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. He followed me.
Well, most people that I knew watch the Grammys for one main reason. I think it's the robots showing themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all the Swifties were all mad that Taylor Swift lost a lot of her.
Man,
Yeah.
But like that was one of the things because on the Tumblr universe, I had a blast watching it, and some girl wrote, "Why would those two robots win? They're so ungrateful. They couldn't even take off their stupid helmets." I'm like,
They were really stoked when they won Album of the Year too. I saw the reaction. I was like, dude, that's awesome. What is it? Another one that was strange is Best New Artist. Best New Artist won Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, but James Blake was in that one, and Kendrick Lamar is another one too, and they have like albums previous to it, you know. So I'm all like, well, I guess that's how they
best
do it.
new artist meaning like like mainstream.
And then the best dance electronic albums, Disclosure, the group that I really enjoyed, my number one. Everyone should check them out. Disclosure, Settle. They were in that for best dance electronica album, and it's their first record. How are they not like noticed for best new artist, and then have an award for an album like, you know, their first record? It just doesn't make any sense to me. I'm just like, that's so strange.
It's all politics when it comes to like the
And then,
voting and stuff. You
yeah.
know? I mean,
And the best rap album, I think that's probably the one that offended a lot of people.
yeah,
I
it
guess.
did because it was what's his name?
Macklemore.
Yeah, Macklemore. What does he sing? Is that the I'm gonna break that?
I didn't know who
Dirty
that
better
was.
than my bucket. That's all we know.
Yeah.
That's all I know. I know it's bucket.
This is retarded.
Oh, and then Lordy coming out, dude. I thought she
yeah.
was prettier than that. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
That was the one thing I didn't know what she looked
I'm
like.
just joking.
That
dude.
one, I didn't know it was a girl.
She's too young, man.
I
They can't
kept
be
seeing
saying
like
that
people
shit.
talk about, and I thought it was like, oh, it's a band, and the next thing I'm like, oh, it's
No,
a
it's
girl.
yeah.
And then
Lordy,
I just
Lordy.
kept seeing everybody give her crap, like, oh man, she's ugly and
She's
awkward.
ugly and awkward.
I'm like, normal to me. Like,
I know.
If we were in the same,
Look at her
high school, like,
fingers.
yeah, she probably would have been one like a girl in our group. Like that's how weird she was.
I know, right?
Like, I'm like, she fits in with my group of friends from way back when.
That's too weird, man. For your average folk, that's way too weird, man. My hair's all messed up. What's
I
up with
don't
that,
know,
dude? I look like
She was
Macklemore
all
right
she
there.
got, man.
One of the best, honestly, one of the best things I saw for me was Taylor losing to Daft Punk, but the reaction was the best.
From her?
Yeah, because they Daft Punk and Taylor Swift was like right underneath, and it was for Album of the Year. And then right when they announced Random Access Memories, you
Yeah.
see Taylor go, but like the guys react. I think it's her manager's like, I was like, yeah, like, oh man, I posted that on Tumblr. I was like, I hate her.
Oh, we gotta find that, man.
And the one thing I was very proud of
Here's
is that
Carl's
she didn't,
hate.
she didn't have her stupid red lipstick, because that's one thing I hate about.
Hey, you got 30 seconds. Keep going. Go,
Yeah,
go,
keep
go.
going, bro.
Hate,
Go,
hate,
go.
hate,
Give us the Taylor hate and
That
random
and her
access memories.
stupid dancing. That was the one I tweeted.
Yeah.
Hey, like this. Right?
And when
Am I
she
right?
all doing like she was all
Yeah,
ghetto
she was
too.
all throwing, like,
Yeah,
this,
doing that.
I wouldn't even do that. I'd be like,
Even as a joke, you wouldn't.
no. Like, see, if I was with a group of friends, but being like broadcast and live, I wouldn't be like that, because I know for a fact everybody would have been like, that guy, oh man, he's just embarrassing himself. You know?
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
We'll be
All right.
back.
We'll be back. We'll be back with the Drunk Night. Instagram show live on the air.
Brothers Bear Podcast. We'll be right back. No, seriously, where you going? Come back. Please.
Number one.
Is that a stutter or as high as you can count?
I was ordering number one. Tequila.
Everybody's asking for number one.
Great, another fancy bottle.
These guys are true artists. Never compromise integrity. They make tequila
Come
in the
on.
fashion. Never mass produced.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying have the number one. Anything less is number two. Number one, tequila.
Hey, bro, this is a good game. You know what would make it better?
What, bro?
A michelada.
A michelada? What's a michelada?
A michelada is somewhere in the middle of a Mexican Bloody Mary and a Mexican margarita.
Oh, I got you covered, bro.
You got a cup in your pocket?
No, sir. I got my pocket-sized michelada. Mucho macho michelada.
Pocket size?
Pocket-sized, so you can take it with you anywhere you go.
Where'd you get that at?
At the nearest convenience store, and you can also buy it at muchomachomichelada.com.
You know what would make it better? After we get drunk, if they had a line we could call.
We can call their drunk line. You can leave a message and then log on to the site and listen to your stupidity afterwards.
What's that number?
It's 855-MICHE69.
What's that number again?
855-MICHE69.
Awesome. Mucho macho michelada.
What's wrong?
I can't stop craving a cigarette. I just quit. Hey, what are you smoking on?
Oh, this? Best e-juice on the planet. Burst of flavor, of course.
What's that?
Only the best alternative to smoking with a great flavor. It has a burst of flavor in every puff.
Well, does it have nicotine?
It comes in different levels, including 0. They have 20 flavors and more coming. All the products are made in the U.S. Check them out at www.burstoflavor.com or call them at 855-WE-BURST.
Hey, let's burst together.
It's not just flavor, it's an experience. Cigarettes, you've met your match.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
A home is the biggest investment in most people's lives. Buying or selling should be a positive experience.
Whether you want to be a wealthy real estate investor or just trying to find a place to call home. At AJR & Associates, we focus on the client's needs.
We understand the market better than most. Let us bring the value to you and make the right choice.
AJR & Associates, making your dream house a reality. Call us today for a free consultation at 562-882-1976. Or you can log on to www.hrrealtors.com.
With a track record of great results, bringing knowledge, wisdom, and expertise to you. Hablamos español.
Comics, movies, TV, video games, cartoons, stand-up,
and many more geeky things.
This is the Brothers Bear Podcast
live.
Lordy.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
There you go. That was our music, our karaoke segment. It's new for the year. We will randomly.
Wait, how do you pronounce it, Shweddy?
I say Lordy, Lordy.
Lordy?
Lordy.
With
Lordy.
the E, right?
Lordy.
Or there's the E silent to you?
Laude. She's from Europe. So is she? What?
I don't know. She had like an accent.
I don't know. I think people gave her too much crap.
Yeah, Lord just sounds too, thrash metal.
They gave her crap because she was dating a guy who was Asian, and they all like trashed her. Yeah, they all trashed her, like making fun of her. Man, it was stupid. I don't know. It's dumb. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the hour at hand. It's that time of night, the dark night. Get it? We have our special guests. They're waiting on Skype. We have our two guests. We have, David and Joe from the Drunk Night page on Instagram. Hello, guys. How are you guys doing?
Hey, welcome back.
We are awesome. Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, great to have you guys back, man.
Of course, man.
We are interested, bros. We want to know what does the Dark Knight drink? The Dark Drunken Night. What's your drunk of choice?
For me personally,
Well, since you are the Drunken Knight, what's good with you?
that's actually the funny thing that we ended up revealing in our first our live stream, our live Q&A, is the fact that me personally, I don't drink at all, which is the great irony of all of it. But like all the alcohol and everything that you do see in the show is from like friends of ours, and especially from our friend Kyle, who plays Rob. You can even see in episode 2, like he's actually drunk in that episode. So
In many episodes.
Many episodes.
Right on.
This Batman usually pays the job of moderator, making sure nobody breaks anything around the apartment. So
Or DD.
That too. Yep, designated driver.
That sounds like Batman.
That's sober Batman right there.
Responsible. All right, guys. Well, before we get into all the questions and everything, we're gonna show a clip, a special clip, so everyone tuning in can know what we're talking about the Drunk Night Instagram. For those who haven't seen it, so play the clip.
Cool.
My name is Joe. I have an addiction. I've made many mistakes, and no matter how much I try, things never come out right. I've been called many names, but I don't care what they call me. And no matter how tough it gets, I will not stop. I've made many enemies. I have a responsibility. My name is Batman.
Last night, a man dressed as Batman kidnapped and assaulted a party clown.
Comes out of nowhere, starts kicking my ass. Stop. Do you remember last time?
You honestly think you can stop the Batman?
You're not the Batman. Just stop. Pull over.
What the fuck? No! Fuck! Can't stop this! Stop trying! I'm ending this! Shit!
You need rehab.
Hell no.
This is Flash. Blood alcohol level was about 0.17.
Grab the wheel back! Is he dead?
Mr. Freeze. Oh shit, suit up!
That was awesome, dude.
That has to be the best.
That's
That was the best,
That's the
yeah.
best right there, dude. Oh man, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys want to see way more, actually, what number episode are you up to right now?
Like 106. I think.
106.
Yeah, 106.
106. Go to @DrunkNightTV on Instagram. If you check on our wall, I've been tagging them on our recent posts from today and yesterday. Seriously, it's the funniest thing ever, and it's a great concept. But what I want to know, last time we were on, we talked about the show and everything, but now I really want to get into it because we didn't have an opportunity. Where does the love of Batman come from? Like, why? Like, exactly. Like, why did you decide? You know, let's do Batman, but like, who is the actual like Batman fan, and where do you stand? Like, who's, or is it all of you? What is it?
I can let you go first, Dave.
Yeah, like I think we're both Batman fans, but Joe for sure is like hardcore. Like we grew up together. Our entire lives, Joe's always been into Batman. Even when other shows and comic book characters came up, whatever, he was always strictly Batman,
Yeah,
Batman,
you say
Batman.
so,
Like
bro.
seriously, like Joe probably knows everything there is about Batman. If I have any questions,
Not exactly.
if I have any
but most of
questions about Batman, I just come to Joe. So Joe, you can take it from here.
I mean, who doesn't love Batman? Honestly.
Yeah, seriously.
But, I mean, it's a character I've grown up with since I was a kid, starting with the animated series, the movies, the shows, cartoons, all that good stuff. For a while, I kind of got out of it. Dave knows, too. I went to go see Batman Begins with him in the theaters, and I actually fell asleep in the theater.
Oh, wow.
Just because I was so programmed by Schumacher's films. It's like, but then by the time The Dark Knight came out, that's when I really started to get real heavy back into it, picking up the comics.
Yeah.
And that was when the original idea for The Drunk Knight came out, was just around that level of hype and obsession around that point in time.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay. So then, with your Batman, your love of Batman, where do you stand? Like, you're on everything? Because you mentioned the movies and the animated show. Are you also with comics, or are you?
Absolutely.
Oh, really?
Like my start with comics was, it's like, you know, by the time The Dark Knight came out in theaters, you know, people had heard like the inspiration behind it was The Killing Joke, Long Halloween, stuff like that. So those were the books that I looked into first. And then it's kind of funny how I was really tricked into becoming a comic book geek, because it's like I first read just like this one little issue from Grant Morrison's run on Batman, and I'm like, wow, this is pretty cool. This is what this is my Batman now. This is what I come to expect in comic. But it's like I picked up that issue, never really read anything else. But then I found it at Borders, like there was like the whole trade of like everything from that particular story. So then I'm like, wait a minute. So then there's this stuff before it, and then there's this stuff after it, and then there's stuff even more after that. So that's when I really got like really hooked on the books, because I just love Grant Morrison's like his whole 6-7 year run on Batman. And since then I've been reading a whole lot of the modern New 52 stuff, gone back and read some other classic stories, things like that mostly.
Now, with the Grant Morrison storyline, was that R.I.P. by any chance?
Yeah, the first one that I actually read was the one that I first read that issue from. It was the Black Glove, and then it's like, okay, so now it's setting up for Batman R.I.P. So I've got to read that. Had to read Batman and Son beforehand, and I've stuck with it all the way through Batman Incorporated, and that was like my favorite run from the New 52 and DC's old run and everything.
Dude, that's awesome. Oh, well, all right. Now movies. Where? Well, we'll get back in the comics right now, but in the movies, also, where do you stand? I mean, are you a Schumacher fan, or no? Like you jumped out by? Did you jump out by the first Batman, and by Batman Returns you realize, this ain't good, Burton?
I was suckered in like every other kid around that time. You know, you just buy into the hype of it. Like, you know, the movie was made for my demographic, just little kids grew up with the cartoons, loved the craziness of just the Batman lore. So we bought into the show just like anybody else. I had the toys, I had the stuff, but then it's like you get older and you watch it and I'm like, you bastards, this is what you sold to me? So, but I'm now loyal to, I really love Nolan's run on Nolan's Batman films. I'm looking forward to Ben Affleck's performance. Love Man of Steel, by the way. Michael Shannon I find to be completely hilarious right now.
Yeah.
But it's like if you watch interviews with him, he's just so funny because he's so awkward. It's hilarious. But yeah, that's how I usually look at films. Dave knows when I see like fan films and stuff, and knowing that I'm deep into the lore, I can be hypercritical, but I try to be Shut up, Dave.
No, like he's super critical. If it's like one little detail off, like the mask, anything is like that's the wrong color, the wrong logo. It's like stuff like that. But
I can still be fair.
Yeah,
Dave, I think you're overly forgiving.
But for me, I'm more into I really like the DC animated movies they've been doing recently.
Those are killer, man. I love those too, dude. They're
to me, those are better than a lot of the movies. Like my favorite one is Red Hood. Probably. That's my favorite.
Yeah, my personal favorite of those is probably The Dark Knight Returns right now. I love that one.
All right.
Can't wait for the new one actually coming up. Son of Batman.
Son of Batman. Yeah,
same here. Like I said, as a fan of Grant Morrison's work, naturally I'll be hypercritical because I'm really loyal to the books. But I'll check it out. Obviously, it's doing something different, but I'm hyped for that one as well.
And where do you stand with Damian Wayne?
Damian Wayne, love him to death. I even loved Damian when he was a little jerk. I'll even say that just because this is what gets me about the New 52. Dave knows. It's like everything that they do right is simultaneously kind of what they do wrong. Like what they did with, say, when they rebooted Batman and Son. Okay, Bruce and Damian are working together. You get to see a father-son relationship with these two characters. That's awesome. But you ruined the whole Dick Grayson, Batman, Damian Wayne, Robin thing, and that made me so mad.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was one thing that some people that don't know the comics off the series, but that was what I really loved, that what Dick had to go through with Damian, and it was literally like the shoes on the other end now. I mean, like the other foot, because he was like that with Bruce back in his day, and now it's Damian being like that, and that's what I really loved, that whole arc. That I know there was this one issue, I forgot what it was, and Dick Grayson literally talks to Alfred and he tells him, was I ever like this with Bruce? And Alfred literally tells him straight out, it's like, you were about the same. So you got to like learn to like deal with it and think of like ways to like fix like the problem. And I thought that was like well written and like beautiful, like how they really did that well.
And say what my bad. But say what you want about Morrison's work, his writing style, whatever. But you can't deny that was a stellar series right there.
It was, especially the outcome of what happened. I mean, it was shocking, but I mean, he had it planned up for years before from like even that happening. When I'm not gonna even spoil for people that if anyone ever wants to get into it, but. I mean, yeah, since I think the first time he brought him out, I think, that one shot when he brought him out on Batman 666, that was the one that he's like, he knew from right there he was going to bring what he was going to do, the outcome at later on years to come.
Love it. Love that. Especially Batman 666. I suck because since I moved into this
we're going to have to cut you off right now. We're about to go to break right now. But when we come back, we're going to talk more comics. And at that point, we're going to ask you, what is your favorite storylines in the Batman universe? Right when we come back on the Brothers Bear Podcast Live.
666. Hey guys, we'll be right back with the Brothers Bear Podcast Live. So feel free to stock up on them goodies.
ProTech Carpet Tile and Care provides professional cleaning services for carpet, tile, grout, upholstery, and fine area rugs.
ProTech technicians are professionally trained and certified cleaning and restoration experts.
We specialize in restoring damage caused by heavy soil and odor.
We can remove challenging spots such as coffee, tea, ink, gum, wine, and many more.
We have saved our customers thousands of dollars on new flooring and furniture expenses with our advanced cleaning processes.
Call for a free estimate at 562-447-4300 and visit us on our website, www.myprotectsite.com.
Hey, this is Joe Perez, owner at ProTech. Just reminding you that ProTech Carpet and Tile Care is your professional choice.
Do we have your attention? When it comes to tequila, two things matter.
heart, and passion. Never compromising integrity for mass production. Number One Tequila delivers the goods. Taste the heart and passion of Mexico in every bottle. We make it right. We make it fun. Superior Tequila. There's only number one. There's only number one. There's only number one.
Looking for a delicious, fresh family meal that's ready when you are and easy on your budget? Welcome to Piara Pizza. We make our pizzas with handmade dough, 100% real cheese, and tomato sauce blended with our own spices. Nothing is ever frozen. We always have large pepperoni and cheese pizzas fresh and waiting for you for only $5. Or choose one of our specialty pizzas. We have veggie, meat lovers, supreme, and Hawaiian. Add an order of our amazing hot wings, cheesy bread, or breadsticks. Our locations are ultra-modern, ultra-clean, and open 7 days a week. Visit any one of our locations today, or check us out on the web at www.piarapizza.com. Piara Pizza. Fresh, hot, and ready for you when you come in. Stop in for your Piara Pizza today.
Are you watching the game at home? Why? Come watch it at Mambo Grill, the hottest spot in Downey. You'll have good food, drinks, and a great time at a low price. We have the coldest beer in our sports bar, where you can enjoy the game on any of our huge flat screen TVs. And when your home team wins, you get 25% off anything in Mambo Grill. We're on Downey Avenue, 1 block north of Firestone, or visit us on the web. Mambo Grill, love at first bite.
Brothers Bear Podcast.
Brothers Bear Podcast. This is Carlos from Toronto.
Brothers Bear Podcast.
Give it 4 mics. Song of the week,
Hey, Carlos. Brothers Bear
Yeah, we the
Podcast.
Brother Bears Podcast. Yeah, we the 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 Brother Bears Podcast.
Movies, comics, TV, television, video games, cartoons, 80s.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Brothers Bear Podcast. Thank you for tuning in, and we're going to be talking more about Batman comics, movies, with our special guest for today.
Where they at?
Where are they? Oh, they're there.
There they are.
Song, but
Oh, here we go. You guys can hear us, right?
yep.
Awesome, cool.
Welcome back,
I got
bros.
scared because like with our special guest. Yeah.
We're like, uh-oh. They're like, do a dance. Do-do-do-do-do-do. All right, well, Carlos is going to have some more. Carlos is more, knows a lot of the current run. I had to step back at a certain time. It was roughly around like 2009 when it was really hard, and I was collecting comics. Like I actually got back in the comics the exact same time as you did about RIP. I went and like I started buying the issues before the storyline. Like I started collecting, and I was just going through, but then at that point, like for like until like 2009 or so, where I was like, oh my man, it's getting really expensive. So then I stopped, and I never really went back. And every now and again, I'll get certain comics, but Carlos is the one that stayed on top of the comics constantly. So Carlos is gonna have some more comic questions.
Well, the reason why too, because I had a choice at one point. Yeah, the budget was really kicking in. But then I made the sacrifice of just being like dropping everything Marvel and then just sticking only with DC, but only getting anything within the Batman universe. Here and there I would get a bunch of indies once in a while because the indie comics never are not consistent sometimes with the monthly. So that's why I got lucky with that. But a lot of times I usually strictly buy only DC just for the Batman universe. So I do know a lot of the run that's happening now, and that's been happening for like the past couple of years.
Yeah.
And so,
yeah.
do you remember? I forgot what exactly right before you were about to. I know we were talking about the Batman 666, and then the whole Damian Wayne thing.
You guys had me right there, dude. The whole time I wasn't paying attention. I know what was going on, and I heard 666. I'm ran.
Like from RIP to where it stands now, or even beforehand, like what is one of your favorite comic runs?
I mean, obviously, Grant Morrison's run is probably hands down my favorite. My favorite actual like big stories, like hands down, it's between Batman Arkham Asylum, Serious House on Serious Earth, and Batman War on Crime, which was by Paul Dini and Alex Ross. It was one of those oversized graphic novels that they did. I need to pick up like the Superman Peace on Earth and the Wonder Woman one, and maybe even the Captain Marvel one, but those two are probably hands down my favorites. But as far as runs, of course, Morrison's run. I really love the Court of Owls stuff and the Death of the Family stuff in New 52.
Yeah.
But kind of as I said before, I've kind of explained my similar gripes with that, because it's like, okay, the Joker's back, he's awesome, he's really serious, but it's like, you just turned him into Leatherface, bro. What's going on?
Hey, yeah, that's true, man.
But I mean, I thought what Scott really did with the Joker. I mean, it's. I mean, now the continuity with it, it's gonna be like that, and now that especially anyone that writes them in, it's just gonna be what that face.
Yeah. I mean, I think they kind of wrote themselves into a little bit of a corner, because now it's like, you know, he has no more face. He's like, where do you go from there? Like, he's either going to get it back? Is he even alive after Death of the Family? I mean, more than likely, because characters hardly ever die in comics.
Yeah.
But it's still like, you know, where are you going to go with this next? I don't really think they had that kind of foresight. I mean, like I said, I still love the book. Say what you want about the ending, but I get what they were going for.
I mean, I thought it was really. I know a lot of people were expecting what it was really kind of hinting towards.
Yeah.
But I really thought what Scott did with it was true and really like it made sense to what direction he was aiming for, and in reality, you really think about it, like, oh yeah, that is true. His Bat family is. Well, I mean, yeah, he has the family what he had, like with the Bat family, but what makes him who he is everyone that's Arkham and like and Gotham itself. You know, that's what made him who he is, and that they love him even though he does like that whole. I mean, like I don't want to really spoil too much for anyone that wants to read Death in the Family. Yeah, just that was one of my favorite books of last year, I believe, when it came out.
Yeah, it was last year.
Yeah, it was last year.
And it is still a good book. I mean, I get to it's like, you know, it's a figurative kind of thing, but you know, it's all up to interpretation. Cool. Some people love it. I love it. Some people had their issues with it, but you know, it's still a good read, hands down. If nothing for just like the moments where it was setting up the Joker coming back, because those were some serious like the stuff. And Greg Pullo's artwork was beautiful. I really loved it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Especially too, because I mean, when the New 52 started off of Detective Comics #1, that's when the Joker came in strong and one of them, like I think one of the best ways to bring him as violent as possible, and then make him leave for a whole year, and then when he came back, it was just he came back with a bang.
Exactly. I mean, once again, me personally, I was a little mad because I like Batman R.I.P. was like my nectar that I was feeding off of for like a huge portion of my time reading comics, and what they did with the Joker and that with the whole gunshot through the head and the whole red and black theme throughout all of his crimes. I really, really loved that. And then they rebooted it and then they turned him into Leatherface Joker. Cool, but you know,
yeah.
Where's that? I want that back, please. But whatever.
All right, I you know what? I got a question if I can, Carlos. Where do you stand? Because I have one gripe with something. It was a graphic novel. It came out in 2008. It was called Joker by Brian Azzarello. I can never pronounce the last name. Did you ever read that? It was a graphic novel. It was kind of like it was almost like a sequel to The Dark Knight of the movie of the Nolan's universe. Did you ever read that graphic novel? Hello?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh yeah. I thought you were asking somebody else, but yeah, I actually suck and I didn't read that book. I want to, and I probably still should, but you know, I for some reason I never ended up picking it up. And that's kind of the thing I'm going through now is just since I ever moved into this apartment, I've just been broke as hell. So I haven't had the chance to pick up on a lot of books that I've wanted to read. I know I want to go back and read stuff like The Invisibles and Doom Patrol and JLA and even that book, a whole bunch of different stuff. Even The Son of the Batman, that 4-issue story with, what's his name, Andy Kubert. I really wanted to read that, but I've just been so poor. But now, thankfully, I am actually in the rhythm of things here at the apartment with my new job. Right. So I'd like to get back into it.
Awesome. Because there's this, all right, I'm not going to spoil it, really. I mean, it's not really a spoiler, but in that Joker issue, like, there's just one panel of it that bothers the hell out of me. and I don't really want to say it because you haven't read it. And I was hoping you did, because then I wanted to ask you about it. But I guess one day, once you read it, and one day we'll have you back on the air. But there's just something that I feel is not the Joker. Something happens in that book that I feel that the Joker would not do. And even in Nolan's universe, it wouldn't happen. But there's something bothered the hell out of me that the whole issue, I'm like, oh, this is cool. It's like a sequel. This is awesome. It plays off like the Joker. And then just one little thing, I was like, no, I don't think the Joker would ever do that. But
and I completely get that. And that almost makes me even more curious to go out and read the book.
Yeah.
But it's kind of one thing that's like, that I try to stay conscious of too, because even in some of our most favorite stories, like The Dark Knight Returns, not to kill the story for anybody, but then it's like, the whole thing with Superman and Batman fighting, Superman becoming like the slave of the government and all that stuff. It's like, how much of that is like characteristically Superman? Because it's like, I don't know. And like even Batman, he was kind of psycho in that book. Still love the story. It's still an awesome one. I recommend the Dark Knight Returns animated movie to anybody who's looking for a good Batman story to watch. But it's still just kind of like, it's kind of like the typical Frank Miller and just kind of the way that he wrote Batman. When he does it right, it's right. Like it's on the mark. But even like, stuff I've heard about like All-Star Batman and Robin, that's when it's just like, okay, it's the novelty's kind of wearing off, Frank. You can go sit in your corner over there, please.
Yeah. Go do 300 part 2 or part 3.
It sucks. I actually held the issue of the Recall issue, the one that they had the bad words in the comic.
Really?
I had it in my hand and it was cheap, and I don't know why I put it down, and then to this day I regretted not picking that issue up because I heard about the recalls that they had to take all of the bad language out.
Oh dang!
Oh wow. Well, do you have any prized possessions in terms of comics that you own that are in the Batman world? Because I know, Carlos, you have all of Year One, right? The original run of Year One. I have The Killing Joke first printing.
So do I actually.
Yeah, you do too. Yeah. What about you guys? Do you guys have any prized possession when it comes to the Batman world? Like any I have this, or even if it's like a figure or something.
Yeah.
Joe used to have a life-size little, what was it like?
It was like, how they have like those movie posters and stuff outside the doors. It was like basically a life-size thing of Batman from the Dark Knight. I probably didn't take care of it as well as I should.
Yeah.
Because around the time I was really heavy into collecting weapons and things like that. So if I needed like some target practice with some ninja stars, hey, look, there's Batman. Take this. But then eventually, I ended up giving it to my little cousin from DC. And he's also a little Batman fan, just like myself. And, I love things that remind me of me, not to sound too vain. So I'm like, here you go, little buddy, enjoy. So that was my good deed for the day, and therefore my pass to be a douche for the rest of my life. So,
is he going to be your Batmite in a future episode?
Probably. That's a good idea. Or better yet, he kind of looks like it. So the thought had crossed my mind to have him play like a younger version of myself if we ever did a flashback in the show or in the feature or whatever.
Bad. Like a little high on like too much like candy or something like that,
That's an awesome idea. I'm going to explore that.
Yeah, because you can't make a little kid get drunk. So what could it be? You got like, had too much caffeine or something like, soda or whatever. And you're like, freaking out.
Yeah, I mean that's actually something that we also revealed in the live Q&A is that we are actually planning on doing a like pretty much a full feature for the Drunk Night and have it like on YouTube and everything.
That's awesome.
And in the feature too, I would also like to show some more of like why Joe drinks, why he is the way he is. We kind of have a sense of emotionally why he does it, but then this will kind of go into the actual events that make him what he is. So I'm really excited for that.
Dude,
we just need to kind of finish up building up this universe we've created. So hopefully that'll happen in the, as we're calling it, the near far future.
Awesome.
If that makes any sense.
Right. Dude, that sounds great. Well, we're going to talk more with these guys from the Drunk Night on a following segment, but we're going to talk this time. We're going to talk all the animated series shows and the movies and why we love Batman, because I've never really said on this show as to why I love Batman. Yeah, so when we come back on the Brothers Bear podcast, so.
I love Batman because of his tights.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back on the Brothers Bear podcast live.
Brothers Bear Podcast live. We're gonna come back, so please come back. Yo.
Been in an accident? Then you need your vehicle professionally repaired. That's exactly what you get when you bring your vehicle to Greg's Auto Body Repair. 3 quotes within minutes. We will provide everything you need for a hassle-free auto body repair, from an accurate estimate to working with your insurance company. We will get your vehicle to its pre-accident condition as soon as possible. Greg's Auto Body has been serving Los Angeles County and local cities since 1970. Call us at 562-789-1300.
The experts know that for pastry, Baker's Bodega has it all. Exclusive brands like Westco Bank Mart, Satin Ice, and Pastry Pride. One-on-one day seminars for cake decorating and gelatin art. So for our service, wide range of ingredients and supplies, and for the low prices, Baker's Bodega has it all. But you don't need to be an expert. Baker's Bodega, 7869 Paramount Boulevard in Pico Rivera. Come, we're waiting for you.
Add some crazy flavor to your vape pen. You're looking for something new and exciting in liquid vapor? Go to Crazy Cloud's e-juice. Find them at burstoflavor.com and try any of the new 12 flavors they have available. Blueberry, mint, raspberry, chocolate, gummy bear, hemp, watermelon, cola, orange, pina colada, coconut, or Red Bully. Call us today at 855-WE-BURST or visit us at burstoflavor.com and order yours today.
The Share Foundation is the health division of the Coy Chiropractic Institute, a 501c3 509A2 public nonprofit organization dedicated to the growth and development of the natural healthcare services, in particular through the chiropractic profession, offering health services at the Share clinics in the greater Los Angeles area. Your donations can help in expanding these facilities across the nation, research programs, and public education, thus offering a solution to the many of the health challenges we face. Your donations are tax deductible and can be sent through our website at www.sharefoundation.com. That's www.cherfoundation.com by clicking on the donation button. Thank you.
Comics, movies, TV, video games, cartoons, stand-up,
And many more geeky things.
This is the Brothers Bear Podcast
live.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome
with our
back.
special guest. Yes, with our special guest from the
Welcome
drunk,
back.
the drunk night. Uh-oh, go get your water. And where are they at? They're coming back right now. And here they are, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, there's a few photos of there. Oh, okay, I can hear them. All right. Well, we're actually there. You go. We're showing your guys' link.
Cool.
On. All right. I
That was
want to
a,
know.
Sexy picture, by the way.
It's probably one of the ones that I was.
All right.
It's the one where you're leaning up against the wooden pole, like the street light.
Yeah.
And then there's like two.
Yeah.
You look drunk as fuck, dude.
That just shows I'm such a good actor there.
Yeah, seriously, man.
That's good.
Now, all right, you know what? Really quickly, I just want to get into this before we go into anything else. Okay. You've heard about that, like, you know how Kevin Smith has been raving about the costume and that we're all gonna love this costume, right? You've heard about that, right? Do you feel that what you guys, the type of costume you're using, do you think that's kind of what they're gonna go for this time around? Like those colors, like it's gonna resemble something kind of like the way the comic is? Because what you guys have looks like it's out of the comic. You're not out of like the Burton universe, Schumacher, nor Nolan. Like you guys are more traditional, like
60s psychedelic version.
No, like sorry, I keep coughing. Like I like, you know, because you guys are more like it is like out of the page. You guys are jumping out of the page, and do you feel like what do you think that's what it's gonna look like for this new movie? Do you think it's gonna go around that world?
I strongly doubt that it's going to be just complete, tights. Obviously, there has to be some kind of an armor.
Yeah.
So more than likely, it'll have like, say, one of the more of an updated design, probably more like the maybe something similar to like what they did in Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Origins, which is what made me regain respect for the traditional comic book design. You know, or something like that. I know a lot of speculation has been throwing around about it being like Batman Noel, that book that's kind of like that Joker one that you saw. But I mean, apparently what Kevin Smith was saying, it's supposed to be completely different. So if it's like that, awesome. If it's anything like the comics, equally like the comics, my bad, it's equally as awesome. I'm looking forward to that. I mean, at the moment, I'm just kind of reserving judgment on most of everything regarding his performance. I'm just hoping that the movie just doesn't get overcrowded with other characters trying to set up a Justice League movie. So
Too late for that.
I know.
Yeah, you know what's gonna happen.
But then again, they did push it back, so maybe they're like, okay, let's try not to overcrowd it. Let's take our time. This is a Superman sequel.
Exactly.
But that's probably hoping too much.
Yeah.
Now, how do you feel about? Okay, I know you're saying you started off with the animated series, and I'm assuming you're just gonna praise the animated series, right? The one on Fox, and then went on to the WB, right?
And Batman Beyond.
Yes, and Batman Beyond. You know, Justice League also, Justice League Unlimited, because that was all connected. You know, the whole Bruce Timm animation, and everything. But where do you stand on the Batman? That was the. How do you feel about the Batman?
Personally, I don't really have too much of a problem with it, but it ties into a theory of mine.
Okay.
After every single comic book, movie, or whatever, they have to release some kind of cartoon. It doesn't matter if it's a follow-up to a cartoon that they released on the last time they released a Batman movie. They have to release something new around the time when a new movie has come out.
Yeah.
That's why you see the Batman came out around Batman Begins. Batman the Brave and the Bold came out around The Dark Knight.
Beware the Batman.
Beware the Batman, Dark Knight Rises. Coincidence? They did it for all the Iron Man. They did it for X-Men. So it's this trend. They did it for Spider-Man, but honestly, I mean, like I said, that's one of the better shows in my opinion. Sure, some of the designs kind of suck, but at the same time, some of the designs were pretty cool. It was very cool. It was very dark, and then apparently it worked because it lasted like a crap ton of seasons. So I didn't really have a problem with that show.
I could never like from day one. I could. Oh, we got something in the mail.
Hey, we got some mail.
Mail time. I could never. We got a letter in the mail, so that's why we're all excited. I could never ever get into the Batman just because like I couldn't get a step aside from the like the designs. Like I couldn't just let go.
The Joker was the one that got you, right?
Yeah, the Joker. Right when I saw the Joker, and I was just like, really, that's the Joker, and I got mad. And at that point, I never tuned in. Maybe I it sounds like I missed out on a great show. But I just
for those who've just seen Dave's little goofy expression there of discontent, he kind of feels the same way as you.
I forgot. Like when I saw, isn't that the one when he had dreads? And
he had dreads.
Yeah, I was confused with that. I turned it on once on accident and was disgusted. So.
I know, right? Instead of the Joker, it's the joke. Reggae out.
Yeah, he was all like reggae out, Rastafarian, and I was like, "Hey, the Joker!"
Joker
he
lying
wore
on.
the purple tux, but the top half, and then he took it off.
Yeah,
he wore it for I think the first episode when they introduced the show, because I remember when it's Saturday morning cartoons existed. I remember watching the premiere of that, and I was one and done on that one.
I mean, I loved it. The way they did the Joker in there. What got me was like emo Riddler and just complete like in their Bane. The Bane was pretty stupid. Like I really hate it when people just portray Bane as like, okay, 1 minute he's skinny, beefs up with this serum, and then he's just this big hulking brute. What happened to this?
Yeah,
what happened to his mind, son? Like that's how I feel about it.
Awesome. All right, in order. Where do you stand with all the films? Now, not any of the DC animated, just the ones that have been studio released out. Yeah, so the live ones, not accounting for like Mask of the Phantasm, but just the live action ones. Where do you stand? Give us your ranking, if you can. Actually, your ranking. Of
Yeah, absolutely. As far as where it stands personally, it's kind of it's a bit of a tie between The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises. I know, of course, everybody would love to put The Dark Knight before Dark Knight Rises, but I pretty much love them both equally.
Okay.
Oh, really? Wow.
Batman Begins, obviously, after that. Let's see. Just the first Batman movie, the first Batman.
Fell in love
Batman
with Nolan,
Returns, and then Batman Forever, and Batman and Robin doesn't exist. I'm going to completely forget that one. So
that's
you can,
at the
yeah, you
bottom.
can infer that if you will.
That's in the bottom then.
If you want to call it that.
All right.
If you want to call hell the bottom, because that's where it clearly belongs. But you know.
Hey, at least the upside about that is that when you watch the commentary, the DVD commentary, Schumacher apologizes for that movie. He really doesn't even. He's like watching it. Just if you want to get enjoy a good apology from a director who realized his mistake, watch the commentary on the Blu-ray of Batman and Robin, because he'll apologize.
And I love
for
that
his
clip
mistake.
on YouTube where he's just like, now, if there's anybody out there watching who, let's just say, loved Batman Forever and went into Batman and Robin with great anticipation, then I really want to apologize.
Yeah.
Because if I offended them in any way, then I apologize, because that wasn't my goal. My goal was just to entertain them.
Yeah, exactly.
You even did the mannerisms and everything, dude. All right, sir. Why do you love Batman? Truly, why do you love Batman?
It's really hard to explain. He's just that he's that mix of everything that you want out of like that dark hero. It's like he's got that kind of a balance of, say, he's got that dark exterior, but deep down, you know, he's this good guy. He wants to help. And, you know, he's like, you know, he's the guy that you root for. Yeah. And he's somebody that you can, in a sense, relate to. And it's like, you know, one thing that Grant Morrison said when he was kind of comparing, when he was talking about Batman, is like, you know, it's almost religious in a sense of, you know, I'm up here, I've been through all this, I've been through my parents dying, I've seen so many allies die and go through so much crap, but I'm still out there doing it, and if I can pull myself together like in that way, then why can't the rest of us?
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense to me. Yeah. Dave, how about you, bro?
You sums it up.
All right, see, bam.
Yeah, see, I went from like a hardcore Spider-Man fan and then got into Batman like later on in like my teen years, I want to say, because in elementary, coming home, and that was like my thing. Like, we're going Fox 11 was for here. Was I had to watch Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And then Santos was really about like the Batman animated series. Threw it at me, and then next thing you know, I was like, forget about Spider-Man. Like, this is more real to me now.
Well, here's one question for you guys then. Now that we know that Ben Affleck's going to be the new Batman, who would you have liked, knowing that you guys probably wouldn't have picked Ben Affleck, who would you have liked to have as Batman?
I'm honestly okay with Ben Affleck. I'm actually a big Ben Affleck fan. Like, even the movies he's directed and starred in, I mean, I'm actually looking forward to him. I saw all the hate, but I'm like, he kind of even looks like him in some of the comics and stuff. So, I mean, I don't think he's going to do a bad job. I mean, he won, like, multiple Oscars recently for a couple of his movies, like The Town and Argo, and the movie he directed, Gone Baby Gone, are all really good. Everything he's done within the last maybe, like, 7 years has been good. He turned his career around. So, I don't understand the hate, honestly. He's not like an embarrassing, terrible actor. So I don't understand. I'm looking forward to him. I'm okay with it.
I mean, most of whatever disdain I had when I first heard about it just came from memories of like, Daredevil, Geely, get out of here.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was long. He's obviously moved on.
Yeah.
If I had to pick anybody, there was one person that had said Scott Adkins as Batman. I'm like, yo, that would work. He's obviously a martial artist. He's very skilled. He kind of has the look down. He could do it. But then, obviously, they're doing an older, more wiser approach of Batman. If he was playing a younger Batman, Scott Adkins would work pretty well. Now, question, do you guys know of Justin Theroux, I believe his name is pronounced? I think he's like Jennifer Aniston's boyfriend or something.
I know the name. I can't picture the face. What was he in? Or
Well,
was he in anything?
if you've seen American Psycho, he was his friend, his friend Tim. But it's like he has this kind of look. Like, you know, with his hair slicked back and he's wearing a suit, he really looks a lot like the way Alex Ross when he draws Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
I feel like he could pull that look off. Could he play Batman in that intense of a role? Maybe not, maybe so. I don't know. I just think he looks like Bruce Wayne to an extent, so it's something that's possible with the right direction. But another good casting pick would be the guy who played Clark Bartram, who played him in the fan film Batman Dead End.
Oh, yeah.
He got really into that role, and he's obviously a buff guy. And like they said in the interviews and in the behind the scenes footage, he basically got it right off the bat. So he's another pretty good choice.
Right on. All right. Well, we have to end the conversation here, but once again, thanks guys for being on.
Yeah,
check
thanks,
them out
guys.
on
Appreciate it.
Instagram at Drunk Night TV. Again, we'll be posting the links on our website. So once again, thank you guys for being on the air.
Thanks for having us. Thanks for
You're
having us.
welcome. Brothers Bear Podcast Live. We'll be back. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
I'm Batman.
Hey, where you going? The Brothers Bear Podcast will be right back. No, seriously, where you going? Come back, please.
The experts know that for pastry, Baker's Bodega has it all. Exclusive brands like Westco Bankmart, Satin Ice, and Pastry Pride. One-on-one day seminars for cake decorating and gelatin art. So for our service, wide range of ingredients and supplies, and for the low prices, Baker's Bodega has it all. But you don't need to be an expert. Baker's Bodega, 7869 Paramount Boulevard in Pico Rivera. Come, we're waiting for you.
ProTech Carpet Tile and Care provides professional cleaning services for carpet, tile, grout, upholstery, and fine area rugs.
ProTech technicians are professionally trained and certified cleaning and restoration experts.
We specialize in restoring damage caused by heavy soil and odor.
We can remove challenging spots such as coffee, tea, ink, gum, wine, and many more.
We have saved our customers thousands of dollars on new flooring and furniture expenses with our advanced cleaning processes.
Call for a free estimate at 562-447-4300 and visit us on our website, www.myprotectsite.com.
Hey, this is Joe Perez, owner at ProTech. Just reminding you that ProTech Carpet and Tile Care is your professional choice.
Been in an accident? Then you need your vehicle professionally repaired. That's exactly what you get when you bring your vehicle to Greg's Auto Body Repair. 3 quotes within minutes. We will provide everything you need for a hassle-free auto body repair, from an accurate estimate to working with your insurance company. We will get your vehicle to its pre-accident condition as soon as possible. Greg's Auto Body has been serving Los Angeles County and local cities since 1970. Call us at 562-789-1300.
Add some crazy flavor to your vape pen. You're looking for something new and exciting in liquid vapor? Go to Crazy Cloud's e-juice. Find them at burstoflavor.com and try any of the new 12 flavors they have available. Blueberry, mint, raspberry, chocolate, gummy bear, hemp, watermelon, cola, orange, pina colada, coconut, or Red Bully. Call us today at 855-WE-BURST or visit us at burstoflavor.com and order yours today.
Brothers Bear Podcast.
Brothers Bear Podcast. This is Carlos Medrano.
Brothers Bear Podcast.
Give it 4 mics.
Song of the week,
Hey, Carlos.
Brothers Bear
Yeah, we the
Podcast.
Brother Bears Podcast. Yeah, we the 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 Brother Bears Podcast.
Movies, comics, TV, television, video games, cartoons, 80s, 90s, 2000s, all about entertainment. Brothers Bear Podcast. That's another episode in the bag. The Brothers Bear Podcast.
All right, and we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We had run out of time, but I didn't tell you my love. So really quickly before we get
His
into
love for Batman, right here.
Carlos's movie reviews. The reason why I love Batman, and a lot of people always try to throw, like, especially if they're not a fan of Batman and say they love Superman, they always try to throw the whole stupid dialogue, from freaking Kill Bill 2. I hate that. It pisses me off so much because they try to point out like why Superman is better than Batman, this and that. It's like, no, the reason why I truly, truly love Batman is because out of all of these, like, he's the one he doesn't have superpowers. Everybody's like, well, his superpowers is he's rich. Yeah, but here's the thing. Okay, of course the money does help him, but here's the thing. He spent years. The moment he saw his parents die in front of his eyes is the moment he became Batman. At that point, Bruce Wayne disappeared. And that's why when that whole thing that Quentin Tarantino wrote that everybody's like, oh, that is so awesome. No, because guess what? His alter ego, his secret identity is Bruce Wayne. He's acting like that. He's always Batman. Inside, always he's as Batman. That's the thing. And that's what I love about Batman, because Batman, he goes out there. He spent years training, sacrificing his body, like to getting set, so he could go out there. First night out, he almost freaking died. But here's the thing about him, that he's going out there. Why? Because he puts his life in risk just so that he can make sure that no one ever suffers what he went through as a child. And that's why he's sacrificing himself. He's putting himself, he's it's like, I know this is a horrible comparison, but I did it once before as a comic nerd. It's like a firefighter. As everybody's running away from the buildings, they're running into the building because they're sacrificing themselves, because they're trained to go out there and save lives. And that's what Batman does. He's trained to go out and save lives. So everybody, so while others are like, whatever, he's going out there fighting. And that's why a lot of superheroes respect Batman, because this guy is out there. He's like, dude, this guy doesn't even have any superpowers, and he's up here standing alongside with us, and they respect him. And a lot of time, Batman, he's a freaking detective. He's smart, he's clever, and he has files on every single superhero, all his buddies, to make sure the fact that if any of these guys get out of line, become rogue, he'll take them down. And that's why I love Batman, because Batman always sacrifices himself for everybody else to make sure that never anyone is gonna ever suffer what he suffers. So day and night, he's out there. He's out there as Bruce Wayne, pretending to be Bruce Wayne, but inside he's Batman, always studying everything. Walks in there, he studies everybody, and he's always a detective. It's just, that's why I love Batman, because he's the one guy. And just real, and it's very dark too. I love the story, and it's very goth and all the Rogues Gallery and all that. But that's why I love Batman, and Batman's awesome. So yeah, all right, that's
True American Psycho there.
it. All right.
Welcome back.
Brothers Bear Podcast presents movie reviews by Carlos Medrano.
Oh, I didn't even know I'm still.
Oh, I was expecting the piano to kick
Yeah.
in. I was like, there you go. Now we're in the movie. All right, so Oscars is coming, in a month and a half-ish?
Yes, in February. Always February.
Yeah, so I'm pretty much almost caught up with all the Oscars since I've been watching a bunch of screeners. Don't ask how, but I've been watching a lot of screeners, and
I wonder how it was
I
possible.
wonder how it's possible. Juan Pablo.
Órale, doggy, come on, $1.
I know we were gone for 2 weeks, and then we've been having guests, and last week I was gonna do Saving Mr. Banks. I didn't get to because I really loved the guests that we had, and I didn't want to kind of break out from it, but then I wanted to do that again. I was like, nope, I'm already 2 behind, so that's why I'm finally doing Saving Mr. Banks. Now, I'm gonna spoil something, so if you wish not to hear them, please turn off now. So yeah, I'm gonna spoil some things. I mean, it's not one of those points where if I spoil it, you're not gonna be like, I mean, it's obvious. It's kind of like Titanic. If you don't see the damn movie, you know what happens in the end. So
Yeah.
That's why I don't really think if I ruin this, it's gonna be pretty bad.
Yeah.
Walt's not alive?
No.
Oh my god.
His head's frozen though.
I was about to say that, damn it. I really did enjoy the movie. That's one thing for sure. I really thought the cast was really good, and I really love that Novak and Schwartzman were the Sherman's brothers. I thought they were perfect for that. For the choice for that, especially like for me, I see them as indie people, not really like mainstream. So for them to be in this, I was just like, oh, good for those two boys. Yeah. Side note though is that there is a documentary on the Sherman brothers. So please,
hell yeah! Please watch it.
But I thought Emma Thompson and Tom Hanks, like their whole little thing. Emma Thompson, her being what's it called? I forgot. PL Travelers. I thought she did a really good job being crazy, and as you can tell through like the Golden Globes, you can tell how crazy she really is. So it's just like, for me, like she wasn't acting; she was just being herself.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
Whenever her and Paul Giamatti's character had
interaction,
any of the screen time, I thought that was really good. But the thing is, what bothered me, I mean, overall I did love the experience of the movie. I thought it was really beautiful, this and that, especially that, I mean, I literally never seen Mary Poppins, but I saw it like a couple of days prior because I was like, I gotta watch it. You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
you've seen it then?
No, now I seen the original, like the actual movie before watching, because I'm like, oh wait, what if I watch it? I don't get the references.
Yeah.
You know? But the one thing that just bothered me that there was no real like. Towards the end, I mean, everything that you start kind of seeing, like how, you know, she didn't want this, she didn't want that.
Yeah.
And then in reality, as I'm watching this movie, like, wait, I just saw the movie recently. Everything that she don't want in that movie, it's in there, you know?
Yeah.
And there's no reinsurance of, like, her agreeing to it at the end, you know? And, like, there's one moment when, at the end, when they the Sherman Brothers make one song in the movie, which is the fly.
Supercalifragilistic.
No. When they sing the "Fly a Kite" song at the end,
okay.
and that's the only time you ever see her like, and then she's having a good time and dancing away, like, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean,
how?
That was your Mary Poppins right there, dude?
Dick Van Dyke and all that.
Yeah. Hello, Mary.
But yeah, that was like
Gemini swipe.
Yeah.
But I mean, there was another thing too, is that there was one scene that you see her like popping, like you see her like going like on her hotel, and you see all these like pills and medication.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, why does she have those pills and medication? Never gets explained. That bothered me. I was like, wait a second.
Was she a drug addict?
Yeah. What are they alluding to, man?
That's my elixir.
That was the thing. Like they had like cutbacks to like when she was a child. I was like, all right, so when is it gonna get to those? Why she's
Yeah, the
taking
pills.
The pill? Never happens.
Hey, Mary popping pills.
Yeah,
I get it.
So, the cutbacks I thought were really good. I really liked Colin Farrell portraying the dad. Like that, I thought his acting was pretty cool. I think for me, I was like, man, that hairstyle, I like that. But
you're gonna rock that, then?
Just do the hair. But
well, you gotta find him in the movie though. That's just him himself.
Wait, there's a new movie that Colin
not that one.
There's a movie that Colin Farrell's coming out in soon, and he has that same hairstyle from that
really?
movie. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he does.
Oh, Farrell.
Oh man. Anyways, where'd I leave off? I forgot.
Hey, Colin Farrell's.
I mean,
sorry,
the thing is,
fans.
I've talked to people that did enjoy the movie, but there was like some people that kind of with the cutbacks, they don't really like. Some people got confused with the cutbacks, so I think there was not full clarity with it. Like, explaining who was married, like, you know, the movie was the Banks was the whole story about her dad and all that, but still some people were like, wait, whose man is it, the nanny? Like, I don't know, there was a couple of people that kind of got confused. I got it, but to some people that are not movie smart sometimes, that want everything spoon-fed, I think they'll kind of get confused with the cutbacks sometimes. I mean, it just depends. It's easy to kind of, for me, I didn't see a problem, but to some people, they kind of like me. But
what's going on?
But yeah, the whole thing that like just the ending. I mean, I thought there was that cool scene later on when the confrontation between Tom Hanks, Walt Disney, and then when he tries to get her to like sign the contract to like the approval. There was this one dialogue when they're kind of having this one-on-one and talking about like, you know, why you should do this and why this and that.
Yeah.
And I thought like how he explains like, oh, I understand that Mary Poppins means a lot to you, but Mr. Banks, you know, it's in the trailer where it's like Mr. Banks is, you know, that's who he is, right?
Yeah.
And Tom Hanks has this whole dialogue. He's like, you know, talking about how the mouse to him is Mr. Banks. But I felt for me, I don't remember it fully, but there was a part when that whole scene when if anyone that has seen the movie, when he goes over there back to like try to get her to sign the contract. I really felt that was briefly a touch on Oswald.
Oh, really?
And that's what I felt for me. And I was just like, Oswald.
That's your boy.
That was me. I was like, you're talking about Oswald. Stop the movie. I mean, I'm a big, like, I love Disney and I love Disney. Like, I have like a whole Disney buff thing. But for me, like, I love the fact that Oswald's finally kind of coming into the thing.
Yeah.
So I thought, I mean, yeah, they said Mickey, the mouse is his, you know, Banks. But I thought that was like, oh, okay, that was really cool. Like that was like really, if anyone knows their Disney knowledge, they could kind of get where he was going with that. And then, but still, like after that, boom, the movie's made and this and that, and everything that she said not to be like, yeah, she says no Dick Van Dyke, and there he is in the damn movie. Like you never see, he's like, okay, you know what, Dick?
You want to know
right,
what happened? Her reaction.
Yeah, like I want that
afterwards.
reaction of like, okay, everything she said no to. This is like, but that's it. It's just like I felt like the ending was very like contract, boom, and that's it. But like I really wanted to know everything she said no to. Yeah, you get the premiere and her reaction and her crying to the movie, but still, like I felt there should have been that
Maybe
like,
deleted scenes.
probably, but like there should have been that like okay, like what? How did she finally say okay to everything else?
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know? That was the only thing that bothered me a lot. Other than that, the movie was really enjoyable. I liked it. That was my only problems, that a lot of questions on some parts didn't get answered. But for the most part, it's enjoyable. I'd watch it again. And overall, 3 mics for me.
3 mics. All right.
3?
Cool.
Oh, wow.
Right on. All right, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. 3 mics for Carlos on Saving Mr. Banks. All right,
I thought you would have went 3.5 or even 4.
Well, when we come back, we got Shweddy's Song of the Week on the Brothers Bear Podcast Live. And
Not
Colin
watching
Firth's hair. No, Colin Farrell, whatever.
I'm not watching that movie, bro.
This is the Brothers Bear Podcast Live. We're gonna come back, so please come back.
Yo.
Number one. Number one.
Is that a stutter or as high as you can count?
I was ordering number one.
Everybody's asking for number one.
Great, another fancy bottle.
These guys are true artists. Never compromise integrity. They make tequila
Come
in the
on.
old-fashioned way. Never mass produced.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying have the number one. Anything less is number two. Number one, tequila.
Do we have your attention? When it comes to tequila, 2 things matter: heart and passion. Never compromising integrity for mass production. Number one tequila delivers the goods. Taste the heart and passion of Mexico in every bottle. We make it right. We make it fun. Superior tequila. There's only number one. There's only number one. There's only number one.
A home is the biggest investment in most people's lives. Buying or selling should be a positive experience.
Whether you want to be a wealthy real estate investor or just trying to find a place to call home, at AJR & Associates, we focus on the client's needs.
We understand the market better than most. Let us bring the value to you and make the right choice.
AJR & Associates, making your dream house a reality. Call us today for a free consultation at 562-882-1976. Or you can log on to www.agrrealtors.com.
With a track record of great results, bringing knowledge, wisdom, and expertise to you. Hablamos español.
What's wrong? I can't stop craving a cigarette. I just quit. Hey, what are you smoking on?
Oh, this? Best e-juice on the planet. Burst of flavor, of course.
What's that?
Only the best alternative to smoking with a great flavor. It has a burst of flavor in every puff.
Well, does it have nicotine?
It comes in different levels, including 0. They have 20 flavors and more coming. All the products are made in the U.S. Check them out at www.burstoflavor.com or call them at 855-WE-BURST.
Hey, let's burst together.
It's not just flavor, it's an experience. Cigarettes, you've met your match.
Comics, movies, TV, video games, cartoons, stand-up,
and many more geeky things.
This is the Brothers Bear Podcast
live.
Oh yeah,
Welcome
that's
back.
right.
Welcome
back.
On a quick final note about Saving Mr. Banks, I really did love the cast, and I thought Tom Hanks being Walt Disney was a big one. Like I really liked him, and I did love the fact that they really touched on the whole how Walt hid smoking from like the public eye, and then they threw that in there. Like I thought that was cool. Like all right, for people that know. Like the Disney buffs that didn't know that yeah, Walt Disney was
a smoker.
Spoiler.
Oh my god, I didn't know. You bad boy.
But yeah,
what's he doing now, anyways? Good old Walt Disney.
He's just
I think
chilling.
he's usually just working on the parks, like getting all the stuff, like every new ride.
Like every once in a while, like at nighttime, you'll see him like kind of stroll on Main Street. He's like,
Is he the one that signed off on the whole Star Wars thing?
Yeah,
Yeah, he did. Him and Lucas, they shook hands
Got a
together.
target on your face now, bro. I'm just kidding, dude. That was just joking. It's a little Star Wars joke there for all our fans, all our Star Wars fans of
Yeah.
of the Brothers Bear. Hey, final segment, guys. You know what time it is? Every week we do this. Why? Song of the week. Why? Why do we do this?
What?
It's time for Shweddy's Song of the Week.
All right. This week's song of the week.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I was into, cause it's already done. It was done a lot. You know, everyone's doing it, and everyone's like knows what's up, and they're like, "Oh my god, this guy, he's so retarded." And I'm all like, I gotta come up with something, and I just did that one. So.
Oh, right. There you go.
Yep. This week's song of the week is dedicated to Justin Bieber. But just before I get to the actual song, I'm gonna do a little sports minute here. The Edgar's Sports Minute beat. Take it away. Hey, big ups to DJ Slim. I didn't even tell him that I was gonna do the Sports Minute, and he got the song out, dude. That's quick. Dude. That's lightning right there, dude. You're getting
Oh, it's this weekend. Huh?
You're getting a raise.
Yeah.
This weekend.
Ooh, and I don't
Sunday,
work.
Sunday.
It's the big game.
Your two favorite teams.
I get excited like I actually watch football.
Here, come over, watch it.
It's for the commercials. I know that's what you
Yeah.
guys are watching it for. You guys actually have a Super Bowl
Oh
party.
wow!
for it.
Ironically, speaking of Walt's head, I didn't know it was in the corner.
Oh, there you go. Oh, that's a good little sync there. That's awesome.
Oh, dude, Illuminati right
Oh,
there, all
Illuminati, dude.
watching us, man.
Yeah, Super Bowl, man. There's a conspiracy going on out here. The world is conspiring. The world is conspiring right now, man. I think Mother Earth wants us to smoke a lot of pot now because everyone cares about the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, of course, everybody, even me.
Yeah. And then the two teams that are playing are Denver, Colorado, and Seattle, Washington.
Oh.
The two states right now that are have legalized marijuana throughout the country.
We're laughing because there's a meme on. If you're listening to us, you gotta watch us live.
Yeah, dude, it's a conspiracy, and you know what I say? The marijuana bud is leaning towards the Denver Broncos. So take it from me, Brothers Bear. You go now. You go now to Las Vegas, and you do what you have to do.
Yeah.
Put your life savings in there, your mortgage.
Wait, that's
you know.
where it's gonna be at?
No.
So you're
that's who's
calling
gonna
it.
win. I'm calling
You're
it.
calling it.
Oh,
Denver.
I thought you meant like
I
the
think
game's gonna
they're
be
playing
at
in New York. I think. It's
Yeah.
the Super Bowl in New York.
They're playing in New York because
Yeah.
they're saying there's a possibility it might be on Saturday or maybe Monday based on the weather.
Really?
Yeah.
That shall not happen here. The world is conspiring, man.
Yeah, man.
Jesus Christ. First Monday, Super Bowl Monday.
Yeah.
It's called Super Bowl Sunday. It's not
Possibly,
gonna work,
man.
It's not gonna work. No one's gonna watch. I'm gonna be watching American Idol if that's the case. So yeah, this week's song of the week, I'm giving it to this one group called Los Growlers. The Growlers, yeah, from Dana Point, California. What you know about them? What you know about the Growlers, bro? What you know, dude?
about them.
Shit. What do I know about them?
Yeah.
Not cool.
I know they rock. Huh?
You think I'm not cool with music sometimes?
Sometimes.
I know all the indie stuff and all the nothing. That's why put me at the Grammys. I'm like, what's going on?
What's going on here?
Talk about the internet world and SoundCloud.
Yeah,
and
right.
Tumblr. I'm like,
Yeah, this group came out with 2 records this year, and either one I would have been like, yeah, it would have been great for them to, been nominated or mentioned or whatever. Bang, whatever. Yes, these guys from Dana Point, California, started in 06. I don't believe that. Reading their Wikipedia here. It's not right. There's 5 guys. I've mentioned them before, actually, when I did the my records of the years. They were in that list.
Yeah.
Although I did mess up. I mentioned the wrong album when I was talking about it. Like I said, they came out with 2 records last year. One was Hung at Heart, and the other one was called uh, Gilded Pleasures. I think that's how it's pronounced. Um, and they're great, man. I love this band. They're reminiscent of like 60s psychedelic or garage rock. It's really mellow stuff. They don't go all nuts. They're pretty casual with their sound.
All right, on.
Real chill, real chill stuff. I remember seeing them at a festival one time, and I was totally baked on mushrooms and ecstasy, and it was probably one of the funnest times I've had. Yeah, those guys were hella great. They were awesome.
Okay.
So the song I'm picking off of their recent album, which is again called Gilded Pleasures from 2013. Great record. I heard it like 4 times today, trying to figure out which song I wanted to do, and it's really like easy to listen to. It's like about like I want to say like 25 minutes. It's really quick, and that's how I like it too, quick and easy. And so I went through all the songs, and I was like, I'm gonna just pick the one that I sung the most to, and that's the track number 4 called Humdrum Blues. It's very, very, very sensual song. It's about relationship and heartache and love and stuff. Yeah, and I love it. This is great. It's a great album. Great stuff, bros. You guys got to check them out. The Growlers. I'll put it on Facebook. I'll put the song on Facebook. Hopefully it's on YouTube, or else I'm going to be in trouble. And then on Instagram also, we're going to post it up.
Tuesdays.
How long of a clip?
It's a 15-second clip.
It's a teaser, all right? You go to Instagram, and you're like, what's going on? What's he talking? I don't want to go on Facebook. And then you listen to the teaser, and I'm for sure you're going to go to the Facebook and be like, yeah, I want to listen to the whole song. Because it rocks, bros. Rocks, right? The Growlers. What you know about the Growlers?
The Growlers, man. What I know is what you just told me.
Well, they're great.
Yeah, they are. So yeah, that's a new thing. Every Tuesday, the following day, we'll give you a little teaser of Song of the Week on Instagram. Meaning.
Yeah, with my Song of the Week picture too, so you guys can enjoy that picture.
Yes,
I work real hard on that stuff, so hopefully you guys get a good laugh or a lesson learned, whatever. Get something out of it. All right. If you're not getting anything out of it, I don't know what I'm doing. All right.
You have like your midnight
Song of the Week.
I didn't do it because I was
no,
sick.
no, I know that, but
Okay.
since I go to work early Friday morning, and
you do a morning song,
like my
Early
early
morning.
AM when I go out of work at 4 a.m, it's like this is how to start my day.
It's all Slayer music all the time.
I noticed
Alice DJ. Huh?
Yeah, I tend to listen to like some trance, like the more like.
Oh no, man, that'll put me to sleep.
I noticed for me, like Bjork is like a really nice morning.
Exactly.
Speaking of Bjork, Beck is coming out with a new record. I don't know why I put her with that. But I'm really excited for Beck coming out with a new
Bjork,
record.
they sound the
Yeah.
same.
Around
Both
the same
bees.
area.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's coming out with a new record. Have you guys ever heard Sea Change? His record Sea Change, it came out like in 03, 04, I want to say.
Is that the Mexican album?
Yeah.
Yeah, órale.
Remember that one music video where he's playing soccer with a bunch of Mexicans in LA? He's like the whitest guy alive.
The other one I like is the weird video that it's a summer girl where it does rotation. It's very Michelle Grangi.
Huh?
The one,
What
wait,
the hell did I just say that?
Gondry.
Yeah.
Wait, E-Pro, that album was the last album he had?
No.
Oh, that's the only album I know.
There's one, I don't know.
Well, you should check out Sea Change then. It's a really, really mellow album. I guess that's what I was thinking because of Bjork.
That album, the one with the E-Pro, was like my summer of just graduating. I was like really into that album at that time.
Graduating from Beck?
No, I'm graduating from like high school. I was like, no more other music. I'm graduating from Beck.
You got two minute and a half, guys.
Okay, yeah, real quick. The reason why I bring up the Sea Change album, you should really check out. It's super mellow, super great. He had a music video for every track. But his new record, he's saying it's like it's a companion to that record. Like those two are gonna be like hand in hand.
They
in a
kind of sync
sense.
with each other.
Yeah, so that got me actually really excited for some mellow music because I've been listening to some real aggressive shit, man. I'm getting really tired and worn out, dude. I can see my wrinkles coming out. Like I'm getting really old, you know.
Yeah.
So I gotta mellow out with the rest of you guys. Back style. Yeah.
Awesome.
Once again, we got a minute. Once again, though, we like to thank the Drunken Knights for getting all drunk with us.
Please,
Drunk
everybody.
and love. Yeah, that was great, dude.
Yeah, and
I
then
learned a lot.
Follow them now.
Yes, follow them. I'll be posting them. It's at Drunk Night TV on Instagram. Also, we've been getting a lot of love lately on Twitter from Carolina Rojos. She's on Twitter at Carolina 310. You know who I'm talking about. Massive love on Instagram. I mean on Twitter. So thank you, and also to Jason Quinones for sending us this
scoping
his
that out.
comics. So we're gonna be checking this out and we're reviewing it on the air, ladies and gentlemen. So he sent us this. So thank you. And before we go to be in the hearken of all the Batman and everything, so we go back to 1989 with I'm Batman. That's another episode in the bag. This is you've been watching the Brothers Bear podcast.
Thank you,
live.
everybody.
Rant Radio Network. Oh
yeah.
yeah. We love you guys. We love you. Oh, we love you so much. Batman rocks.
Welcome
Batman.
back.
There's only one Batman, right?